bringing you the news and information you need from the people making a difference. This is Comcast Newsmakers.
Hi, I'm Tonya Caruso. Welcome to this edition of Comcast Newsmakers. It's been in the news before, and it is back. Another hot topic of debate. Should our large nonprofit entities begin to pay taxes? Well, joining us is our newsmaker this half hour, State Senator Wayne Fontana. Thank you so much for coming in and talking with us today. Big issue. And what are your thoughts right now?
Well, I think there should be at least a discussion or a debate about whether or not the nonprofits should pay what we're calling an essential service fee. After all, they do use the services provided by the municipality in which they're located. For example, police, fire, EMS. They travel the roads. They depend on the roads to be repaired and the snow removal, those types of things. So they do use those services, and the question becomes, should they pay some sort of fee in order to be located in that municipality? Now, please remember, this isn't intended to put a fee on the small nonprofits, the small churches or the Boys and Girls Clubs. That's not what the intent is. It's intended for the large nonprofits who...
The hospitals, the universities.
Exactly. Those types of nonprofits that are actually making a profit because they have money to buy up properties around town, obviously. They pay to their administrators a large amount of money. They keep expanding. And we have the example of in Monroeville where the old Palace Inn was purchased recently for $19 million. They're by a medical center. There is a Forbes Regional Hospital out there. Just yesterday it was reported in Shadyside that another $13 million was spent in properties there and was taken off the tax rolls. The result of that is what's bad, because when you take that revenue away, you lose that revenue. Who pays for it? It's always the middle income property resident who's paying that. It's a trickle-down effect. They have to make up that lost revenue. So the question becomes, what's fair and equitable? What do we do? How do we do it? And I have introduced legislation to propose a formula / an abatement for those nonprofits, and hope that we can discuss that and debate that.
Some people will say, I'm sure the nonprofits will say, we give back to the community in so many other ways. We have foundations, we pour money into so many different things. UPMC, Pittsburgh Promise, they will say. So then what do you say to counter that, and how would you even begin to calculate the fee?
Well, what I say to them is, we're glad to have you, we're glad that you do that, but the question becomes, what's fair and equitable? What happens is some pay more, some pay less, some don't pay at all. We're trying to get a standard for which everyone can pay and everybody can rely on. The municipalities will be able to rely on a formula that will produce so much money every year. The formula can work in a couple different ways. One could be that you assess or charge per square foot. In other words, $100 per 1,000 square foot. You can exempt the first 5,000 square feet, so the smaller ones aren't charged any money. Or you can make that 10,000 square feet to be exempt. Or you can change the $100 to $150. That's for what's existing. For new properties going forward, you can do an abatement system. You have 10%, you charge 10% of the assessed value the first year, second year 20, up to 50, and then you cap it. So there are different formulas, and other states do this, so it isn't something that's unheard of. But I think, again, it's something that we can debate. We can even grandfather everyone that's in and start it next year, but have some system that the municipalities can bank on, that they're going to get so much revenue from these nonprofits.
How quickly do you think anything like this would ever move forward? Well,
we're talking about it a little bit in Harrisburg now, and there's been some debate. It's very difficult because everyone's concerned about their church, and there's the small programs out there that are struggling every day, and we certainly don't want to hurt them. That's not what this is intended to do. So until we get the message out that this is intended for the nonprofits that can afford it.
Well, State Senator Wayne Fontana, a big topic. Do come back. We'll continue this discussion. We can talk about some other things as well.
Sure.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm Tonya Caruso. Thank you at home for joining us. We'll see you next time on Comcast Newsmakers.
The proceeding has been a presentation of Comcast Newsmakers.